So I wanted to implore you from the psychology of business. First, identify the end result of what you want the business to be. Then walk backward to have the ideas as to where you're gonna be and how big you're gonna be.
How the government of the Virginians is ready to support small enterprises in this territory. Also to inform you that as part of our commitment to small businesses, we have also developed other programs. We're starting the innovative business hub, so small businesses can have a place to develop and do research. We're starting the economic zone in Hunter's Gut, so small businesses can have a small space to start their businesses and try to see how they can develop their small businesses. We have the training courses. We finished the first round at an HLSCC college where small businesses can learn about market, marketing strategy, marketing research, and financial literacy and money management. All things that are important to developing your businesses. Our first speaker is Dr. Lincoln Bach. It is my pleasure to introduce him as a distinguished professional with extensive experience in business development and economic policy. Dr. Bob's career reflects a deep commitment to fostering sustainable growth, particularly within small states. With over 18 years of consulting experiences, he has made significant contributions to organizations and government across the globe. His work has his work in business development has taken him to the UK and throughout the Caribbean, where he has supported strategic growth and competitiveness initiatives. Dr. Bob's academic accolades are equally as impressive. He holds a doctorate degree from the University of the West Indies, where his doctorate research focused on the crucial issues of building internationally competitive firms in small states. This work highlights his strong understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities faced by economies like ours. So, right now, please join me in a warm welcome to Dr. Lincoln Bob.
I wanted to just talk a little bit about our departments. I know Mr. James was already giving you all some insights of some of those things. The trade department's mission is simple to state and profound to execute. We exist to really support you, the business person. And this year, thanks to our tireless and assiduous work, we of our dedicated staff as well as members of the ministry. I mean, I know my my PS was very supportive, and as well as the minister in getting a lot of the things that we wanted to get done. So yeah, we have set a new standard for what government service can look like in BBI. So we want to celebrate some of the wins that we have. And success is never really by accident. It's as a result of a high intention and sincere effort. This year we moved the department out of the office into the heart of the community. I don't know if you all would have known that we did a community outreach early on this year. We launched an extensive outreach program spanning several weeks, and we didn't wait for you to come to us. We were going out to you all to try and see if we can get some insights and get some ideas from you all so how we can better serve you all. We started in community centers and we heard each and every one of you. We have a long list of the things that people wanted to get done. Through our consultancy services, and we want you all to actually use that you can come in and get support. We have actually been able to help micro businesses flesh out their ideas, also small and medium business improve the way in which they do things. And larger corporations, we actually help them to make some connections and strategic alliances. You also empower through education. I know Mr. James would have alluded to that. when we had the entrepreneurial education program, and which has already trained some persons. I saw one of our graduates from that program right there, right? Where we taught people how to do market research and marketing strategy, how do you approach your market, as well as financial literacy, how you manage your money in your business. But we are just getting started, and I'm thrilled to announce in February, if any of you all want to join into that whole program, we have another one coming in February, and this is also free of charge, right? We're also building a knowledge highway where we are actually making connections with the University of Malta as well as the HNSCC. To the entrepreneurs, you are the dreamers and the doers. And and let no one tell you all that you all are not the brave people running out there risking a lot to try and accomplish a lot, not only for yourself, but for your families, for your community, and for your country. So I want to give a hard look to go. And as we go into this holiday, may your homes be filled with peace and your hearts with the satisfaction of the year well spent.
Our next speaker is the owner and CEO of Petrie's Paper Plastic Products Inc. Mr. Sinclair is a Caribbean-born entrepreneur, a son of the soil, and he he's a global operator, raised in Rotown, British Virgin Islands, with a lifelong passion for business, trade, and value creation. Driven to expand his expertise, he relocated to Miami to complete his bachelor's degree in Florida International University. During this time, he built a diverse international network and developed the relationship-driven mindset that would later become the cornerstone of his business success. Those relationships and experiences have led to business opportunities and a partnership across China, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, Colombia, and the wider Caribbean, forming the foundation of his global sourcing and distribution expertise. Under Mr. Sinclair's leadership, Petrie's Paper Plastic Products Inc. has grown into a multi-territory wholesale and manufacturing business. Deeply committed to community impact, Mr. Sinclair believes business should serve a greater purpose. He consistently champions initiatives that allow companies to give back, create opportunities, and build sustainable economic ecosystems. His guiding philosophy is simple: to provide products to places he's never been that creates value to people he likely never meet. Today, Petrie operates internationally all because a small business owner dared to dream big. A small business owner was not afraid to swim beyond the bare reefs of this territory with a belief that his company has the potential to trade internationally and compete with anyone because he believed in his product, he believes in his vision. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together to help me to welcome Mr. Sinclair Fleming.
All right, so the trade department have brought me here today to speak about business scaling and mentorship. I advertise quite a much, as everyone would know, so I'll go into stuff that people probably would not have told you. Things like about the psychology of business, which is very important. Now, when people come to us for advice, we normally tell them try to figure out what you want from your business first. You have received some grants, you will go into business, but a lot of people, when you ask them what they want out of business, they say something like, I want to be a millionaire. I ask them, Why? They don't have an answer. As to look at me as to say, why would I not want to have $1 million? But you have to know what comes with having that type of infrastructure. So if you don't know what your business wants, it's very difficult to allocate capital to the things you need. For example, I always wanted to be a global entity. Every decision that I make goes towards us having global reach and having people in different areas. Now, someone else may want to be a local coffee shop. Why? Their perfect life may be something as they like to meet new people. Tourists come off the ship. They love to speak about the BVI. They don't want to have a lot of staff, but they want the business to provide that infrastructure and money to support the family. Fantastic. If that is your perfect life, once you realize this now, you would be able to understand how many staff you need, what's your ideal location, how many times you're gonna open a week, even what days you plan to take vacation because the tourist season is a certain time. The problem is people never go through these steps. So they often just build a business because they heard be a millionaire or build it as big as possible. But that's not what you want. And you end up trapped in the very life that you thought would free you. Under HR and multiple people calling in sick and payroll, and it's not for everyone. So I wanted to implore you from the psychology of business. First, identify the end result of what you want the business to be. Then walk backward to have the ideas as to where you're gonna be and how big you're gonna be. And that rolls into mentorship. Right? Dr. Bob has a good program coming out next year. I don't want to use the word one, but oftentimes when we have people asking for advice, they normally say they want mentorship, but what they really want is an advisor. Now, I'll tell you the 3 different steps. You should look for a sponsor, a mentor, and an advisor. A lot of times when people say mentor, they mean advisor. They want access to someone that they can call, get advice, and whether they implement the advice or not. Now, a mentor is much different. That's why when people ask me to mentor them, I tell them be careful, because now I am actually ingrained in your business. I have meetings with you quarterly. I know if your mom is sick. I know your perfect life, as we spoke about earlier, where you want the business to go. So I need to now advise you based on all of the aspects. If I'm just an advisor, you call me and ask me which interest rate to have at the bank. I say 5%, I hang up the phone line. That's it. All right? Now, the sponsor, on the other hand, is also very important. A sponsor is someone that are in rooms you would likely never be in, and they champion your name without you even knowing. So we might be in a room like this and they may mention that you have a tire business or ice business or whatever, and that may cause you to get opportunities later. This is why you do networking. This is why you come to these type of events to meet people, tell them what is going on with your business, and they may later put you in front of people that needs to be there. So it's very important when you have your business to understand the life that you want from it, and then understand the people that can help you. As you see, all this advice has nothing to do with money. People and your dream is very important. For example, my dream was always, like you said, a global business, but one of my dreams is to be the best entrepreneur of my generation. So that little 10, 15 years, when it's all said and done, those are my years. If you talk about those years, you talk about P3, and everybody else is second. That's what we want to happen. So you need to understand why and who, what and why. So whatever grant money you have, it is very important that you understand putting the right allocation to capital to the things that give you ROI. Don't trap yourself in a life that you don't want, because you can easily make great decisions and have a great life in your business. You can be flourishing and you can have the trade department to help you with another round of funds at any point in 2026. So for the mentorship, so for the mentorship program, I would like y'all to make sure you sign up, come in, have things done ahead of time. Make sure you understand who you want to be your mentor. Why do you even choose them? All right, is this person in your field? Do they have some type of knowledge that you need? Also, you don't have to have one mentor. You can have 10, 15, 20 mentors. You just need to be honest with them as to what you want to achieve from whatever advice they're giving you. Also, I want to be wary because this happened to me in the past. Stop you from skinning your knee on this one. Be wary of mentors that do not understand that advice is not instruction. People in our community get very offended when they tell you to do something and then you do it slightly differently. And when they fail or succeed, they may then turn into your enemy later. I don't know why. I don't see it to be something to happen, but try to look out for people and their personality and make sure that the person advising you also wants you to do better than them. We spoke about the generation. There's no reason for my generation to hold back the next generation. Our goal is to show how good we can be, and hopefully you could do better than me in the future. So just keep your eyes out for those things. The psychology of business is very important. Yes, we got money, but make sure you put it to where it needs to be. Money don't make any in the bank, but cash flow is the heart and blood of your business. If you run out of money, it doesn't matter how profitable you are, you will go out of business. Your staff won't work for free. Every 15th and 30th, they're looking at you. Okay? I would like to thank Dr. Bob and the movie trailer star over here for inviting me. And anyone that has any questions later on, you're free to reach out to me. We'll be around. Otherwise,
Words of wisdom.
Wednesday.
Words of wisdom. Coming in the first quarter of 2026 under her leadership again, the launch of the mentorship program where established leaders of industries like our friend Mr. Fleming here will provide clear insights and directions into what it takes to develop your small business. Let us talk about financial support. Every small business owner here today has a dream, has a desire to develop that dream, has a desire to succeed. Like all the speakers before, our next speaker especially believes in supporting your dreams for success. Hence, we are here today in this grand award ceremony. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please put your hands together to welcome our next speaker, Honorable Lana Smith.
Thank you, Mr. James. What did you call him? The voice with the trailer voice? The movie trailer voice? Thank you for that introduction, which obviously covers everything I would have wanted to say. I would like to say season's greetings to all of you, and I wish you all a really Merry Christmas. This has been a very challenging year in terms of people that we have lost, and we have to, through the season, derive the strength and remember what the season is about. Remember that the season means that we received the gift of Christ, and we should derive joy from that. And I also wish you all the best for the next year, which is just around the corner. Now, I had a few remarks that I was planning to make, but as I said, a lot of them have been made, and I don't want to bore you again because you are here at this time to receive the grant. I do want to say a few things though. First of all, I want to also add my kudos to those for Mr. Sinclair Fleming, who just preceded me, and I know we gave you a rounds of applause, but I really want to thank you for your willingness and your commitment to business development. You never say no. You are always willing to help. You attend meetings where we can not just learn, but you are willing to share your ideas. You talk to us about the importance of technology and using technology and modernizing our systems. I'm going to say a little bit about those systems that we have that are outdated, and we have to move quickly to change these systems. When Dr. Bob said he has a 20 or 50-page document, he made me frightened because 50 pages is a lot of pages to go through. I hope I heard wrong. But I really thank you, Mr. Sinclair, for the kind of support that you give. One of the things that has stayed with me, for instance, is when President Trump was into his, how did he call it? Not make America great again, but when he had decided that he was increasing the tariffs for the whole world, and he was, we were forced to start looking actively for new supplies. We had to look for new sources. We had to look, or we continue to look for new countries through which our goods could be imported. We have to look for new sources of supply, and we're looking at countries like Dominican Republic, countries in South America, and even our CARICOM countries. And I remember one of the things that Mr. Sinclair said to us was that in keeping with his vision for the BVI to move out beyond the BVI, he said we need to set up a facility. I don't know if you remember, in Miami. And it is something that has stayed with me. We cannot be just looking at Tortola and looking at Amazon. We have to create our own Amazon. And those are things that we have to look at. And I really want to congratulate you. And I see you as one of the thinkers, as one of the visionaries that we must continue to utilize in terms of your smarts, in terms of your experience. And I really want us to applaud that. Again, I mean it. I really mean it. The fact that he spent 3 or 4 months in Asia is also another indication of his commitment to moving the BVI beyond the BVI and taking us to another level. So I'm very grateful. We're very grateful for that. And I don't think that we give enough credit to our people. We always, find the negatives, and we do not give enough credit to our people for the things that they do. And we have to start to do it.